Thanks for the tip-off. Got people...
That maid Varus has some steel.
I know. I'm glad she's on our side. We probably shouldn't keep Dorian waiting too long.
Brooke, hey.
There's Dorian. So, what's the story?
If Rana was right, Alia's in Sanctum Lucican. We've chased the leads. This is it. We find the Sanctum, Alia's blood magic ritual site, and Docktown's missing people.
Some news between friends. Venatori got Damas. The boss is dead.
What? Who's running the threads?
They'll follow last orders for a bit, then someone grabs control or we fall apart. Time's running out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Alec, the threads used some of the catacombs for smuggling.
The cult pushed us out across the city, but I still know the ways in. What's the favor?
Nev, Rook, you have news. I wasn't sure you'd tell me.
I said I would.
No, I asked you to, and never mind.
Rana, it's going to be fine.
All right. What did you find?
Sanctum Lucican is underground, in a lost stretch of catacombs near the Thread Market.
Good. I can help.
I told you what I found. I owed you that. We hand Alia to her latest boss, and how long does she stay caught?
My boss doesn't know I'm here. I'll go around him and get a writ. We'll hand Alia to the cleanest Justicar in the city.
You'll lose your job for that.
I'll live. And Docktown will see people stand up for it.
How many Venatori are we expecting?
Alia's never short on zealots.
You're up for a fight, right?
The people Alia took, are we sure they're...
Alive. If she needs blood for the ritual, she'll want it fresh. If she wants puppets, she needs them alive.
And if you're wrong?
We give people closure.
When will Alia start the ritual? How do we know she hasn't already?
We don't. But I know her. If she was done, she'd have made her next move. A complex ritual takes resources, supplies. Alia's war with the thread slowed her down, but time's short.
Tick-tock.
All right. Let's go.
Now? I need time to...
Give Alia time to know we're moving, and we're dead. The job's simple. We enter the Sanctum, get to the ritual site, and hit Alia by surprise.
Can you get in without the cult noticing?
If we can get into the catacombs, we can get in.
Just hold Alia. I'll catch up.
Alone? You'll get yourself killed. I'll send someone for you.
I'll set a man at the market to get you inside. Just make the cult bleed.
All right, let's get to the thread market.
It was Venatori. They painted... It won't come out. am I supposed to do? Really?
I hate to ask, but how many people has Aelia taken?
That I know for sure, too many.
That's a body.
What's this? He's got something on him.
Alex, man. The Venatori got him first. He was watching Venatori movement, spying on the entrance to Sanctum Lusican. We need to get in there. All right. I've got another way in. Follow me. We get one shot at Aelia. Just one.
We're ready for it.
You're alive.
Yes, sorry. Haven't really been sleeping.
These people are terrified.
Can't blame them.
We'll find some way to help.
Sure, if we're not too late. We're almost there.
You have a back way into the thread market.
A little something I uncovered. Don't tell Alec. There's our way to the market. Leave the entrance to me.
I'm guessing it isn't simple.
There's a trick to the enchantment. Just need to untangle it.
All right, we're in.
Let's move. Predatory guards. If they report back to Aelia, it's over. Here we go.
Strike them again! Smite them again!
I call that a win.
I go for your masters!
Great hit, Rook.
Combine our wills!
I've got the setup, you do the rest. Got it.
Keep fighting, champion!
Rook gets that one.
What now?
The note on the dead man. It mentioned a warehouse. You got it. I've got it. Sure thing. Got it. I'm on it. Here goes nothing. You bet. You got it. Let's look around. Place is a mess, but look what stands out.
The statue. Do you think maybe...
It's our way in. Once we're over there. We're through. Sanctum should be ahead.
The catacombs run under the sea?
In places. They used to run every island Minrathous claimed. Some flooded ages ago, or they've been cut off.
Yeah, but not all of them. More of Alia's Venatori.
We're in the right place.
Do not falter, soldiers!
Aelia won't hear from them.
Come on, we need to get inside.
Can't get through here.
Alec will have a back way in, but we need something here, now. There's got to be another... We're close,
Nev?
I'm fine. This is it. Sanctum Lucican, the god of night keeping people in the dark. Isn't that perfect? I can feel blood magic here. Alia's getting stronger. And her ritual. I've got a sick feeling it's going to work.
We'll stop her.
Cross all your fingers.
Company. The time has come. It begins now.
For the glory of Cultist reborn!
They said the time has come. Elia's getting started.
If we're lucky, she's distracted. We need to keep moving.
So the blood ritual Alia's doing, she says it's from the risen god, meaning Elganon.
She'd bargain with anyone if he gave her the power, and the city she's after. The fact that he doubled as Tevinter's god of night must have made the whole deal sweeter.
What happened here?
A warm-up for the ritual.
Demons!
All the blood magic in this place attracts them.
Demons won't stop us. We'll find Aelia. Coming at range.
That goes to you.
What a mess. Still no sign of Docktown's missing people.
The magic from the other side of this barrier. I don't like it.
Which means that's the way to go.
You got it. Right. Of course.
In the cage. That's...
He's from Docktown. A paper seller.
Gallus.
Did you think I wouldn't notice you were here?
Aelia. Sure thing. Damn it. Her magic. I can't just pull him out. It might kill him. We need to keep moving.
Mage blood. All your power. And how do you waste it? Chasing thieves. Playing Shadow Dragon. Fighting Minrathus.
Nev, can you stop this?
I can stop their hearts faster.
Why these people? Why Docktown?
I couldn't draw the Magisterium's attention. Not before I had the magic to guide those in power.
Then Docktown was test.
Help! They don't understand. You won't save them. What do you do for the city, Gallus? Complain that it's not what you want. I gave Docktown purpose. The humble serve the righteous. I will raise the city up. Even...
Their only chance is if we stop her ritual, break her power.
Nev, are you?
I'm fine. We've got a job to finish.
Nev, Rook, over here.
Rana, Alec, your route through the catacombs still worked. Guessing it was as safe as ours.
Help that you tore through the place.
We aren't done yet.
Not by a long shot.
Alec, sticking around for the fight?
I've got people in the tunnels and I want in. The cult hit Thread territory. We protect our streets.
The threads. Nev, we can bring Aelia in. Let people see her face justice.
Left the Templars to play hero, did we? Scared to get your hands dirty? We did, and it held Aelia off.
So she disappears? Or we spread rumors of murder? Docktown needs hope, not fear.
What? Play nice, lose the zealot, and guess who winds up dead? If scaring cultists does the trick, we'll send a message. Docktown's ours.
Everyone shut it. We've got work to do.
Rook's right. Aelia knows we're here, but there's a chance she's not marked you. Go and stay out of sight. If we can throw a surprise at her, we might have a shot.
What are we gonna do?
Stop Aelia.
You know that's not what I meant.
One step at a time. Frankly, that's all I can take.
feel that, Nev Gallus? The old magic, our legacy. It returns.
You aren't the future, Aelia. You're a murderer!
I am Minrathus. Its dark truth and bright power. The city won't miss you. Docktown won't. No!
Docktown has you, and they see it.
They just want hope. A chance.
When this is over, I will bring it to them.
You won't. But I'll give it a shot.
No! Your death serves our cause. Proof that those without faith
Or your lives are forfeit.
Faith, just not in you.
Stop Aelia.
You can stop her for good.
Spill their blood.
Get clear! Finish it! They're hitting us from afar!
Need to move. Your turn.
They're behind us!
Watch behind you.
The risen god, Lucican himself, chose me! When I take Minrathus, the city will rise!
Never gonna stop you.
That's not a sure thing.
You'll find a way, because you always finish the job.
Docktown is finished with you!
On to you. Someone follow up!
Now it's your turn. Lucky shot.
They're aiming for us!
Got us at range.
Range incoming! Finish it!
Got us in the distance.
powers will rise. We will rise to Winter.
We'll rise. Try something new.
Throw your life away. It's what you've done already. Winter, Minrathus, they're broken. We both know it. I would raise us all. You...
I do what I can. Rana, take Aelia. Make sure Docktown sees it happen.
You tried to stop me before!
And if you escape, I'll find you again. And every time I do, Minrathus will see someone standing against people like you.
Aelia's in custody. Fair doesn't always win in Docktown. Maybe it did this time.
Maybe Minrathus can get better.
From one clean win.
Hey, I'll take it. And the next one.
Yeah, me too.
So what now?
Rana's out of the Templars. I asked her to join me. Docktown could use another investigator. If people need help, someone to stand up for them. Looks like they're stuck with us. I've played this game a long time. Counted on myself for most of it. At the end of the day, that's who I had left. So here we are. We've chased Aelia, faced a couple guards, and somehow you stick.
Shadows stand together.
Sure.
Plus, you're all right. And we're both god-chasing fools. And friends.
Well, here's to that, Rook.
Hi.
What are you reading?
Syrion's last words. Veiljumpers had them. He must have known it was the end. One way or another.
Right. I don't know what to say here.
Me neither. I don't know if anyone does. He and I, we had plans. Together. Find the archive, the Nodasterthalin. Restore the elves. Bring them back to who they were. But now he's gone, and I wonder if the archive should go with him.
How would that help?
Save people, maybe? Hopefully. That knowledge, that time in our history. At worst, the powerful became warlords, slavers. At best, well, That's soulless. Someone like the Venatori gets hold of the archive, who knows what happens?
So why are you hesitating?
Because that's not all they were. Healers, philosophers, caretakers of the world. The knowledge that the archive holds, we could be that again. It's not all bad, but it's not all good. That's the burden. My people's future on my shoulders.
Everyone trusts you, Balara. Strife, Eolin, the team.
I don't know if I trust myself. Not for something like this. This big a decision. I don't want to make the wrong choice.
Sometimes the only wrong choice is not choosing at all.
Then tell me, Rook, what would you do?
What you were is important. It's worth the risk. The elves deserve to know more about who they were. Keep the archive.
I think you're right. We'll keep the archive, that connection to our past. It's what Syrian and I were looking for.
Now you've found it.
Right. And I found him too. For a little while. That has to be enough.
You gonna be okay?
Yeah. I think so. I think I'm ready to say goodbye. For real, this time. But I need some time. Alone. I'll talk to you later, Rook.
This smells amazing. Does all coffee smell like this? Or just the stuff you make?
Coffee has a distinct aroma, if that's what you're asking.
Sorry. It was really rare where I grew up. And expensive.
Is it really a good idea having another coffee addict around here?
It's not really addictive, is it?
Tell us, Lucanus. Is it really addictive?
You know I have my reasons for drinking it. So, Harding, what do you think?
It's... delicious.
She hates it.
No, I don't hate it. It's really nice. Temperature.
I won't be upset if you don't like coffee.
You really wouldn't.
I know, but, sorry. It's just this thing I do sometimes.
Acting so people will like you?
It sounds terrible when you say it like that. I know I don't need to do it. I just do.
Yeah, but you shouldn't. Be yourself.
Guess I can't help it.
You must have been pretty tiny as a child.
Where'd that come from?
A tiny dwarven girl in a land of large human farmers.
Oh, yeah. I probably learned pretty quick that things worked out better if people liked me. If they agreed with me, or I agreed with them.
Some people like cream or sugar in their coffee.
Maybe coffee just isn't my thing.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you, you know it. He doesn't like you, he won't hold back.
What about me?
He's taken a shine.
Yeah?
Listen, I wanted to thank you. Without your help, the Griffins would have gone extinct all over again. You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
The Griffins have always belonged with the Wardens. Evka will give them a home and a purpose again. And I bet Hassan's brothers and sisters will agree.
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm sun to nap, and bellyfuls of food, they'll be happy.
A Griffin's word is good enough for me.
Till Tosh teaches him how to swear.
That might actually be fun. See you around.
I got word from a Qunari linguist. Not Antam, real Qunari. She can translate the tablet for me. Wants to meet on my beach in Ravane.
You need company?
Maybe. Yeah. Just let me know when you're free.
Cedar Siconia, back on stage.
There's Lenos's associate. According to the shadows watching him, he's nervous and doesn't talk much, but does odd jobs for coin. Interesting, yes? I'll draw him off, you check his belongings, see if you can discover any clues about Lenos's plan.
Mostly gone. Warm. A bedroll. It's definitely seen better days. And it's damp. Sleeping out in the rain. This all sounds like trouble.
What are you poking
Dorian
about
will
there
wanna know.
for?
Nothing else?
Hey, I didn't see you rifling through customers' belongings, did I?
This customer might be associated with Venatori. Be careful.
If he's Venatori, he's not like any I've encountered. He comes in when we open, orders one drink, and sits in the corner all day. Then he leaves when we close.
Lenos intends to destroy the city with Blight and Darkspawn.
Carthus. Nothing like an attack to cause chaos in a city.
You should head there immediately.
All right, let's go.
On your guard. A win for us.
Done! Trouble nearby. Take it to him!
Nice.
Your turn!
Something tore through these gates. Something big. Watch out. I bet this Darkspawn was what tore through the gates.
Way to fight, Brooke!
Excellent form, Brooke!
Keep it up, Harding. Be ready.
More blight in the way.
There's always more blight.
That did it. We can get through now.
There's so many of them.
More? We don't need more Darkspawn.
Everything's crumbling down here. Might be tricky to get out.
There's something about these tunnels that feels wrong. Not like real caves. That did something, but there must be another.
Find the blight boils. We need to clear the way and keep pushing. We got it. Way should be clear.
Shadow dragons? How did you find this thing? Venatori, for me! Do you think you won? Do you think you can stop the Venatori? All the present gods?
We're certainly gonna try.
Chaos to the city! Bring these dissidents to justice! That's an order!
One less corrupt Templar in Minrathous. Let's look around, see what we find. The Risen God's ritual. That's what the gods in the Venatori are preparing for. Lenos's documents. They detail the Venatori's long-term plans and what they want to do with Tevinter. These star charts predict an eclipse. To make magic stronger.
A ritual strengthened by an eclipse. That's what the gods are planning.
All this. The ritual, the eclipse, and the Venatori plans. We have to bring this to the Shadow Dragons immediately.
Time to report back to the Shadow Dragons.
Evil old gods, rituals, waiting for the stars. It's about as Tevinter as blood magic and hubris. Learning about the gods' plans is wonderful, of course. But the lists of magisters you got your hands on. Now there's the real gold.
You've looked at it already. Of course you have.
Information on their backers, the ties to illegal slavery. Don't you see what this means? This is power, May. Imagine becoming Archon and using this against those who've been hurting the people for years.
You, on the throne, Dorian.
Tell me that wouldn't be a splendid way to bring about real change.
The Shadow Dragons have heard that before. After Corypheus, with the Lucerni. We expose corruption and stop slavers, but nothing really changes. What makes you think it'll be different this time?
Surely you're not suggesting we give up entirely. After all, you're still here. The rot in Tevinter is buried deep. We've been digging it out bit by bit, only for it to grow back. But what you've given us allows us to strike at the heart.
So the rot has no chance to return. But how would you use this information exactly?
Dorian wants to use it to crush our enemies by whatever means necessary. I prefer to use it to rally the people. I say we make the information known. Allow the people to see the real justice served. Prove that from now on, we work for them.
We tried that already. Or have you forgotten the Lucerni? I no longer trust that political machine will work in our favor. No. We must get at the root of the problem before they can react. A more forceful approach. Destroy them and their networks utterly.
Swords and spies and blackmail? The devious means you learned in the South? If we go outside the system, we invite everyone else to do the same. No, we have to do this in the open. Show the people of Tevinter that we're here for them.
We're Shadow Dragons. It's right there in the name. You supported this because you knew the system didn't work for the people.
The point was to work in the shadows until we could work in the light. And Rook has brought us what we need.
May, the Imperium's politics burned you once and you still...
Enough. We're not the only ones who have a stake in this. Rook, we're talking about your city. Your Tevinter too. Which strategy do you prefer?
What sort of change are you trying to achieve?
For a start, slavery. Abhorrent. It needs to go no more.
And Tevinter has been ruled by the Altus mages for all of its history. That must change. The Zoparati, non-mages, deserve a say in their own governance.
And all that's just the beginning of what will undoubtedly be a long journey.
Shouldn't you be on the same side?
We are on the same side. We both know what Tevinter needs. How best to get it, that's the question.
If we went with Dorian's plan, I'd support it fully. But we won't, because he'll come around and realize that I'm right.
And I'd absolutely back you up on that, if you were right, which you aren't.
We'll see.
Will we?
Mevaris, you really believe making this evidence public will work?
Dorian wants to work behind the scenes, but once again, it's the Magisters and Highbloods pulling the Imperium strings. That doesn't inspire. It's a tactic used by our enemies. We need to show to Vinter that we can be different.
Unless they find some way to bury it? Or leverage their wealth, power, and status as they often have before?
Politics is a long game. If we use force against our enemies, our allies will remember it.
Dorian, are you really suggesting violent revolution?
Not necessarily. Sometimes a mere threat of violence is sufficient.
He learned that from his friends in the south. I hear Ferelden settled a succession crisis with a duel.
It worked. Astoundingly.
We're not Ferelden.
I'm merely saying we need to consider bold and creative methods of achieving our ends. The game is rigged. Why play by rules crooked magisters already exploit? Clear the board and start over. If they're gone, we can fill the magisterium with those who respect the office. Then we'll actually see progress.
You want me to choose who'll be Archon? Sure, I'm a shadow dragon, but there are so many others here.
Then talk to them. Ask what they think. Asher and Tarquin, Nev, Gallus, they're all a part of this, just as you are. We should all be comfortable with whatever course we take.
All right, I'll go do that.
Grand news about Lenos. One less crooked Templar in town.
Lenos got what he deserved.
Makes you smile, doesn't it? Drinks for everyone.
Lenos made my life miserable. Rana's too.
I hear he started out different. Maybe he once cared about something other than gold. But I didn't know that, Lenos. And I'm not gonna mourn the one I did. Still, I'll thank the bastard for writing everything down. And delivering it to us all neat.
Dorian and Mevaris still have to decide what to do with everything we got from Lenos.
Then they asked for my opinion. Can you believe it?
You're a shadow dragon. Of course they asked you.
After all that talk about people needing a voice, I'd be looking at them sideways if they didn't.
I suspect this decision will determine Tevinter's path for years to come.
Then Dorian's way is my choice. He knows you don't stop to talk when you find a hole in the enemy's defenses.
Dorian is a brash rebel.
And Mevaris too much of a romantic.
I think the people will appreciate Mevaris returning as the leader they've always wanted to see.
No. They'll appreciate their lives actually changing for the better.
What do you think might happen depending on who leads?
With May, she gets power back again. Gets one more shot at changing Tevinter from the top down. Worst that could happen is nothing. But that's what you risk when all you rely on is hope. But with Dorian...
We could get chaos, strife. Things might get harder before they get easier. If they get easier.
I'll take my chances.
And whoever leaves will have the Shadow Dragon support, right?
Count on it.
We'll keep fighting. For Dorian. Or for Mevaris.
What else is there to do in this town, anyway? It rains all the damn time.
So what do you think?
Lenos is gone. We got information about the Venatori's plans, the god's ritual. Would have liked to see his face when he lost, but having him gone is good enough.
I meant about Mevaris and Dorian. We all want change. Who will be the more effective in getting it?
Oh, that. You're dragging me into it?
You're the famed detective. What's the right call?
This isn't a murder.
Politics is murder. Isn't that what they always say?
Maevaris Talani has been in this game for decades. She's dedicated and ruthless when she needs to be. Dorian Parvis is a wild card. Flashy and inventive, he'll keep his enemies on their toes. But if you're asking me, I'd go with Maevaris. She'll inspire people, show them that the Magisterium can be better than it is. Right now, after the gods and everything else, that's what this city needs. What we all need.
Thanks, Nev. That helps.
That's what I'm here for.
Maker. A full quarter of the Magisterium supporting a cult. Bending the knee to these risen old gods just for a taste of more power. Can they not see they're only tools for the gods? So they can destroy the world?
Demanding intelligence, rationality, and self-awareness from our peers. You ask too much, Maevaris.
Look at me. Such a fool.
Ah, it's Rook. You spoke with the others.
What do you think? Who should be leading the charge from here on?
I hope this signals the start of the change we've worked toward.
The start of the change, as you say. Things won't be different overnight.
But we'll keep fighting, because we have to, because there's no other way.
And with you and everyone here, we'll get there. We'll win. Keep believing, Rook.
What happens after it's decided who'll lead?
Well, Lenos is gone, the cult's numbers are down, and they're scrambling to prepare for the god's ritual. They'll be distracted. It's a perfect opportunity to get our preparations in order.
All plans contingent on surviving the current disaster, of course.
Maevaris should lead.
I will not squander the opportunity. That is my promise to you all.
And May will have my full support, of course, for when enemies get in our way.
They will. It is Tevinter, after all.
The risen gods are still causing chaos. The people will need your voice to keep them fighting.
Oh, they will fight. This city has strength enough to stand against any so-called gods. We will win the day, and after that, we will win a brighter Tevinter for all of us.
We'll practice form next.
You look settled. You like it here? Good. Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Great. Figures. So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean... Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight. More than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
So we kill this eruption. It can't die, right?
That's the hope. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
It's a plan. I didn't miss the part where Antoine said the alchemical flame is mostly stable.
I'll make sure the containers are sealed.
Maybe don't bang them together.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the Wardens, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.